6 Bible stories with roots in ancient literature. 1. Noah and a great flood. Many cultures have great flood narratives, but the oldest written story predates the Old Testament. It comes from Sumerian and Old Babylonian tablets. The gods are furious with the continuous noise of humans. They send down a 7-day deluge that floods the world. But first they warn King Ziusudra. He builds a huge boat for himself and his family. Ziusudra apparently had animals on board as well. This story was later rewritten with Babylonian characters. It was incorporated into the Epic of Gilgamesh. 2. Moses and Sargon of Akkad. The story of Moses' childhood and upbringing has Mesopotamian origins. Sargon was illegitimately born to a priestess. She made a wicker basket and set him afloat on the Euphrates. He was rescued and raised by a peasant. The goddess Ishtar took an interest in Sargon. He became the cupbearer of the Sumerian king of Kish. Sargon later overthrew the king and founded Akkad. 3. Job and the righteous sufferer. The book of Job is written in a unique style. It differs from the other Bible books in the customs, names, and events described. Job refuses to curse God, even when God makes his life miserable. He proves that his piety isn't tied to earthly riches. There's a very similar Mesopotamian story, Ludlul Bel Nemeki. It describes a pious man named Shub-Shemashra Shakat. Like Job, he doesn't understand his change of fortune. He questions his God when he loses everything, including his health. Unlike Job, however, he dies in his misery. 4. Buddha and the temptation of Christ. Jesus was tempted by the devil in the desert. This is described in the Gospel of Matthew. A similar but older story concerns the Buddha. Before he attained enlightenment, he endured temptation. He was a young prince named Siddhartha. He was meditating beneath a fig tree. A demon named Mara appeared and tried tempting him. Mara brought beautiful women to entice the young man. Then he tried scaring him away from his quest. Mara sent scores of demons, but Siddhartha resisted and overcame the temptation. In doing so, he became the Buddha. 5. Samson and Hercules. The biblical story of Samson borrows from Greek mythology. Hercules was a demigod, born of a human woman and Zeus. He possessed incredible strength. Like Samson, he killed a lion with his bare hands. He also defeated his most powerful opponents. Like Samson, Hercules lost his strength because of a lover. In the Bible, Samson is betrayed by Delilah. In the Greek legend, Hercules' wife is tricked into poisoning him. 6. The Book of Proverbs and the Instruction of Amenemope. The Instruction of Amenemope is an Egyptian text. The papyrus comprises 30 wise sayings. Many of them parallel the biblical proverbs. For example,
do not rob the poor because they are poor, or crush the afflicted at the gate.
Proverbs 22:22.
Guard yourself from robbing the poor, from being violent to the weak.
Amenemope 4.4-5. The New American Bible even mentions Amenemope by name in Proverbs 22:19.
I make known to you the words of Amenemope.